So, this is the reading for March the 27th. My name is Scott Sterling, and the miracle that I wanted to look at was the one found in Acts chapter 3 and verses 1 through 10. And I will go ahead and read that now. One day, Peter and John were going up to the temple at the time of prayer at 3 p.m. Now a man who was lame from birth was being carried to the temple gate called Beautiful, where he was put every day to beg from those going into the temple courts. When he saw Peter and John about to enter, he asked them for money. Peter looked straight at him, as did John. Then Peter said, "Look at us." So the man gave them his attention, expecting to get something from them. Then Peter said, "Silver or gold I do not have, but what I do have I give you. In the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, walk." And taking him by the right hand, he helped him up, and instantly the man's feet and ankles became strong. He jumped to his feet and began to walk. Then he went with them into the temple courts, walking and jumping and praising God. When all the people saw him walking and praising God, they recognized him as the same man who used to sit begging at the temple gate called Beautiful, and they were filled with wonder and amazement at what had happened to him. The part that I like about this is where, and I'm not sure if you have ever run into anyone who has been asking for some sort of help. Somebody who's been on the street and they need help and they're asking. And I've always wanted to be able to, have this response and to say, look, I don't have a great amount of money, but the thing that is most valuable to me is Jesus Christ in my life. And I would like to share that with you, but I have not done that. But this exchange between Peter and the lame man, as the man was begging like usual, he had done this, for obviously his, so far, all of his adult life. And as he is asking for money, he's thinking he wants to get something, that's monetary, but it's going to be something that is only going to last, a short while. Whereas what Peter and John have and what they're offering is so much more, as Jesus and having God in your life, having him in our lives is so much more. So God has unlimited resources and he wants to give us good gifts. And sometimes we can settle for so much less than what he actually has, what he has planned to give us. And so I wonder, if we're, as we don't have the faith or the belief that we're actually selling ourselves short and, settling, for something less than what he actually wants to give us. So God obviously has unlimited resources and, what he has for us. But like in this exchange, God does the unbelievable for this man by healing him, not just giving him something that he could use for the day or a couple of days. But now this man can actually walk. And it says that, he was actually lame from birth. So he's never known a time when he has walked. So for him to be able to do this now is like unbelievable and something that's totally foreign to him because he's never walked in his life. But now he can actually go out and, get a job. He can start to work. He can really be able to give, to the society because now he even has a better sense of dignity, because now he's no longer having to, sit on the ground asking for people for handouts, looking up at them. He can actually look a person eye to eye. It makes me think about the saying of where you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day, but you teach him how to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. So, God, does not just solve our problems, for the moment. He gives us the resources to be able to solve, those things for a lifetime. So as we continue to learn his lessons, which is our surrender, and the miracles continue to happen for us every day. Like this man being able to not just walk, but he will always have the testimony of God, changing his life, not just for one day. So hopefully you'll find that helpful to be able to get through this time, and we have better connection, and as we find our limitations, obviously not having physical contact like we're so used to, but being able to make the best of it, and being able to stay the social distancing and things, but just for a time. It's not going to be our new normal. It's just a temporary thing. So God will see us through. Love you all.